Hey guys, Matty here. I thought today we would go through and talk about what I think are the best 5 pieces of backpacking gear that you can pick up for yourself on Amazon. Whether you agree with Amazon or whether you disagree with Amazon, a lot of the gear that we're going to talk about today, I really haven't been able to find anywhere else besides Amazon, unless you're buying directly from the company. And just with the free shipping Amazon offers, you really can't go wrong. I'm all about making the most of the money that I'm spending out there. So yeah, I do a little bit of Amazon shopping from time to time. And first up is the Nightcore NU25 headlamp. Now this headlamp here has quickly become my headlamp of choice. I've had mine for a little over a year now, and I'm absolutely in love with this tiny little headlamp. I mean, being a ultralight or lightweight backpacker, this thing kind of hits all the marks. The headlamp itself weighs 1 ounce. Now obviously, to shave myself a couple grams, I have switched out the head strap that it came with for a little bit of shock cord. You've got the nice little up and down adjustability, which makes it really useful when you're sitting around camp. You got this thing mounted on your head. You can adjust which way the light goes and whatnot. For something so ridiculously small and lightweight, it's got quite a bit of power to it. It's got a maximum output of 360 lumens. It's got a white light, a red light. You've got your typical, the SOS function. It's got the little flash with the red light as well. Super easy headlamp to operate. You've got 2 buttons on the top here. One for your white light, one for your red light. And obviously I have forgotten to charge my NU25 before shooting this video. On the bottom here, you've got this little cover that peels back, and it is rechargeable with a micro USB. So, if you're somebody who doesn't like the idea of disposable batteries and you like things that are reusable and rechargeable, this hits the mark for that as well. I like carrying a power bank with me on a backpacking trip, and that allows me to recharge stuff like my InReach and my phone and my camera and my headlamp as well. So that's kind of the route that I go. And the price on these on Amazon as of early January 2022 is $36.95. Now that is American pricing, but I will put links down below in the description to the US Amazon or Amazon.com, as well as Amazon.ca for you guys watching up in Canada. Like I said, those will all be in the video description down below. Next up, we're going to talk about one of my favorite pieces of gear, and that is the Frog Togs Ultralight 2 rain jacket. Now, when it comes to rain jackets, there honestly is nothing that's going to beat Frog Togs in terms of price and performance. It's a very simplistic rain jacket. It doesn't have a whole lot of features. It's got, simple elasticized cuffs, a zipper up the front with a little storm flap, and a little piece of cordage with some cord locks around the hood to adjust the hood. That's it. You've got no pockets, you've got no pit zips. So if you want to vent this thing, you got to open up the front. They work fantastic as an extra insulating layer if you wake up to a cool morning. I like pulling this on over top of my Ghost Whisperer. It just holds a little bit of extra heat in on those cool mornings in the Canadian Rockies. In terms of weight, the medium Frog Togs Ultralight 2 is 4 ounces, and the big win with the Frog Togs jackets is the price. These guys are $24.95 on Amazon. Like I said, you really can't beat the Frog Togs when it comes to price and weight and performance when it comes to a rain jacket. Next up, we're going to dive into cookware a little bit, and we're going to talk about the Toaks titanium pots. Now, there is a ton of different Toaks pots available out there with different handles or no handles and different lid styles, and you can get them with this little I don't know what you call it, but it's like a little loop at the top, so you can hang it over top of a fire if you want to do your cooking that way. I'm pretty simplistic. I just like the little Toaks pot, with the 2 little foldable handles at the side, the simple lid. It's got this little triangle piece that flops up here so you can lift your lid off and on. This pot here is the Toaks 550. It's the light version, so it's the thinnest wall titanium pot that Toaks makes at a 0.3 millimeter wall thickness. Makes it one of the lightest pots available out there on the market. And for the price, I honestly don't think you can beat the Toaks pots when it comes to getting the lightest pot out there for the price. The Toaks 550 light comes in at $29.95 with a weight of 2.6 ounces for the pot and the lid. Honestly, you just can't beat that. Now, I know it's not going to show up on camera, but take my word for it. The Toaks pots have markings on the inside that designate your measurements. So it's got 500 mils, 300 mils, 100 mils. It's also got the measurements in ounces. So if you guys do your water measuring in ounces, it's got that for you there as well. And sticking with cookware, we're going to talk about a piece of gear that we talk about probably almost too much on this channel, and that is the BRS 3000 stove. When it comes to a micro burner stove, you cannot beat the BRS 3000 in terms of performance, the packability, the weight of it, the price of it. And when it comes to budget backpacking gear, I've said this a lot, the BRS 3000 is hands down the best bang for your buck when it comes to budget backpacking gear. It weighs an ounce, it fits on all of your standard fuel cans, so the MSR cans, the Jetboil cans. And the price of these things is where they really cannot be beat. $16.95 on Amazon for the BRS 3000. Fantastic little stove for the price. Being a hammock camper, I don't actually use a pillow very often, but for the odd times that I do go to the ground and I end up, you know, camping in a tent or sleeping in the hot tent with Bo and doing that kind of thing, I always take my Trekology 2.0 pillow with me. A ton of reasons why the Trekology is probably the best pillow out there for inflatable pillows on the market. You know, comfort, it's got these little ridges here that, you know, when you lay on one side, it doesn't tend to do like what most pillows do, where you lay on one side of the pillow and this squeezes and this side over inflates and your head kind of rolls off. It's got this nice little cup here in the middle that tends to hold your head really well. A little thicker here at the bottom, and this part kind of rounds to kind of cup your shoulders, and this kind of cradles your neck, and very comfortable pillow. When you flip it over, it's got these little kind of rubberized dots that grip onto your sleeping pad, and then it's got this little integrated strap that goes on with snaps, so you can take it off if you don't want to use it. But this goes around your sleeping pad and holds your pillow in place. It works extremely well. You know, your pillow doesn't slide around on you. You have all the air out of it. It packs down extremely small. You know, I mean, that's literally about the size of a pop can if you kind of want to get an idea of the size of this thing. And it weighs 2.9 ounces, so extremely lightweight. And the price on the Trekology 2.0 pillow on Amazon, $17.99. Really tough to beat if you're looking to get yourself a comfortable inflatable pillow for out there in the backcountry. Now, as we roll through the 5 pieces of backpacking gear I think you should look at on Amazon, you probably noticed with the prices on these, a lot of these are really inexpensive, and you could definitely classify these as budget backpacking gear items. Now, budget backpacking gear is a big thing for me, and we talk about it a lot on my channel. And if you're looking for more budget backpacking gear options, I've got an entire playlist of budget backpacking gear, and I'll pop that right here for you. So when you're done with this video, find a video in that playlist and check that out. And as always, guys, I am Matty. Thank you so dang much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.